Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you, Cantor Haas. Now we're all going to join together. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
We're so glad to be with all of you today as we celebrate Charlotte being called to the Torah as a bat mitzvah. Raise your hand if this is your first time at Leo Beck Temple. Wow. Well, welcome, all of you. Raise your hand if you're here from out of town. You can define what out of town means in Los Angeles. Okay, well, welcome to all of you as well. Shabbat is a chance for all of us to reconnect with what matters most in our lives. It's to turn off all the noise that's around us and instead to shift to looking within, to think about who are the people that we yearn to be and what is it that we want to do in order to cultivate the values so that we can enter this week anew, and also to reconnect with one another, having this community that's coming together in love to celebrate this really special family. And so that's what we're going to do today. Charlotte is not performing for you. She is facilitating all of us in prayer. And so to do that, you have prayer books so that you can follow along. You'll of course see Hebrew, but there's also transliteration so that if you are not a Hebrew reader, that you can still follow along. There's of course translation so that you understand what we are saying. And really, whether you know the melody, whether you know the words, it's about just lifting our souls up together, our voices up together. So you can sway, you can clap. We love clapping here. And also just sing Lai Lai so that together as a community, we're showing our support on this Shabbat together. And so we do that with words from our psalmists. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. It's so good and sweet that we are all here together. We're on page 10.
Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad.
In a moment, Charlotte is going to receive her talit. This is the prayer shawl that we wear as Jews, and all of these tzitzit at the bottom, they represent the mitzvot, the commandments that Charlotte takes on today as she becomes a bat mitzvah, a daughter of the commandments. And the idea is that in our tradition, it's not just about what you believe, even more so it's about how you act and what you do to take care of others in this world. So she's going to offer the blessing, and then her parents are going to wrap her in this beautiful talit.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehit atef batzitzit.
We give thanks to you, O God, for this Shabbat day, which unites us as a community of faith and hope.
For the holiness of Shabbat, which can lead us to fulfill the best that is in us, we give thanks.
For the memories of Shabbat, enriched by generations of our people who observe it and from it drew courage to face hardships and light to banish darkness, we are grateful.
We offer thanks for the peace of Shabbat, the day consecrated to family love.
O God, our turning to you exalts our humanity. You are the joy of our life, the source of its greatness, its power, and its beauty.
Help us, O God, to find inspiration for the coming week. Help us to find peace within ourselves and one another.
Yeah, we did it. Okay.
We are going to continue reading together on the bottom of page 180. These are words that come from a Jewish text, the Mishnah, and it's some of the mitzvot, some of the commandments that we perform together. So let's read these words, bottom of 180. These are the things that are limitless, of which a person enjoys the fruit of the world, while the principle remains in the world to come. They are honoring one's father and mother, engaging in deeds of compassion, arriving early for study morning and evening, dealing graciously with guests, visiting the sick, providing for the wedding couple, accompanying the dead for burial, being devoted in prayer, and making peace among people. But the study of Torah encompasses them all. We invite those who are able to please rise as we join in our call to worship, the Baruch Hu, page 195. Continue standing and read responsively on 199. O God, inspiration and guide for all, you have spoken in 1,000 tongues for us to hear. In every land and every age, your children have heard you and imagined you in separate ways. And yet, O God, you are one unifier of humanity. Together, we give thanks for the sages and teachers who bring us understanding of your will. Gratefully, we recall the lawgivers and prophets, the psalmists and sages of Israel, and joyfully we remember that from the dawn of Israel's life, we would turn to you and find purpose. May the teachings of our ancestors live on in our minds, and their passion for righteousness stir our hearts. Help us to live so that our daily conduct reveals the beauty and the wisdom of your truth. Baruch atah Adonai, habocher be'amo Yisrael be'ahava.
I invite you to put your hand on page 200, just so you save your place, and flip ahead to the very back of the book, to page 373. At the top of that page, you'll see a meditation that will help us enter into this really holy moment when we're about to say the Shema, probably the most sacred and holy prayers in our tradition. And these words might seem a little strange because when we do the Shema, traditionally we close our eyes, but this meditation is inviting us to actually open our eyes. But I think in this case, this is not our physical eyes, but in this case, it's the eyes of our heart, the eyes of our souls, to really be present in this moment. So we'll invite you all to sing with us this meditation. We'll follow directly into the Shema. Open up our eyes, teach us how to live, fill our hearts with joy
and all the love you have to give. Gather us in peace as you lead us to your name, and we will know that you are one. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed.
Please join me in chanting the Ve'ahavta on page 201. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol lavavcha uvechol nafshecha uvechol meodecha vechayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi me'atzavcha hayom al levanecha Veshinantam levanecha, vedibarta bam, bashivtecha beveitecha, uvleftecha vaderech, uvshovlecha uvkumecha, uvshartam leot al yadecha, vechayu letotafot bein einecha, uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha leman tiskeru v'atzitem et kol mitzvotai v'item kedoshim le'elohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeti etem me'eretz Mitzrayim Lehiot lachem le'elohim, ani Adonai Elohechem. We continue together on page 201. Love Adonai your God with every heartbeat, with every breath, with every conscious act. Keep in mind the words I command you today. Teach them to your children, talk about them at work, whether you are tired or you are rested. Let them guide the work of your hands. Keep them in the forefront of your vision. Do not leave them at the doorway of your house or outside your gate. They are reminders to do all of my mitzvot so that you can be holy for God. I am Adonai your God. I let you out of Egypt to become your God. I am Adonai your God. On page 203. Sing the song of men and women, joined in understanding and respect, the song of God's miracles, an earth protected and cherished, a gift for our children and the generations to come. The song of a land once ravished by war, now quiet and content, her soldiers home to leave no more. The song of a world redeemed, the song of peace.
We are on page 204, Mi Chamocha, our prayer of freedom.
Lo Yehuda veYisrael. Go'aleinu Adonai tzvaot shemo, Kedosh Yisrael. Baruch atah Adonai Ga'al Yisrael.
We rise on page 205.
Adonai sefatai ptitach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Please join me in chanting the Avot Ve'imahot and Giverot on page 206. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu ve'Elohei Avoteinu ve'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzhak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor ve'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Hasadim Tovim, Vekonei Hakol, Vezocher Hastei Avot Ve'imahot, Umevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, Lema'an Shemo Ve'achava, Melech Ozer Umoshiach Umagen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham Ve'ezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechaye HaKol Atah, Rav Lehoshia, Morid Hatal, Mechalkel Chaim Behesed, Mechaye HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Verochei Cholim, Umatir Asurim. Umekaye emunato lishenei afar. Michamocha ba'al gevurot umido melech. Melech memit umekaye umatzmiach Yeshua. Venanata lehayayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai Mechaye HaKol. You are the open door that beckons me in. Peeking around the doorframe, I begin to enter into your glory. You move me forward, O Eternal, to step beyond self-made boundaries. Lift my foot over the threshold that I might abide with you in the house of the Eternal. I found my questions waiting to be posed. They filled me with wonder. Sit with me, eternal teacher, encourage my seeking. As I fill my hours with your mitzvot, so shall I be filled. Send me through your door, stretching up to honor your name, sharing out this wonder, enriching myself in this giving. Blessed are you, Adonai, who gives life to all.
נקדש את שמך בעולם, כשם שמקדישים אותו בשמי מרום, ככתוב על יד נביאך, וקרא זה אל זה ואמר, קדוש, 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 אדוני צבאות, מלוך על הארץ, כבודו, אדיר אדירנו, אדוני אדוננו, מדיר שמך בכל הארץ, ברוך כבוד אדוני ממקומו. אחד הוא אלוהינו, הוא אבינו, הוא מלכנו, לדור ודור נגיד גודלך, ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נקדיש, ושבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
We continue with words of the Amidah prayer through page 219, or you can take this time for your own quiet prayer and be seated whenever you are ready. It is my pleasure to call up Charlotte's proud sister, Teddy, to share with us a prayer for peace on the bottom of 216.
O God, may we never become complacent, faltering our effort to build a world of peace. Let the nations know and understand that justice and right are better than dominion and conquest. May all come to see that it is not by might nor by power, but by your Spirit that life prevails. Amen. Thanks.
As we all know, this world is begging for peace all over. And this next song that we'll sing is on the bottom of page 353. And it was written several decades ago by a group of Israelis and a group of Arabs who came together and said, we can show that peace is possible between people. And now flash forward decades later, and this song is still incredibly relevant and needed today. I invite us to join together, lift up our voices as we sing Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, a great peace is needed for all of us.
Od yavo shalom aleinu, Od yavo shalom aleinu, Od yavo shalom aleinu, ve'al kulam. Od yavo shalom aleinu, Od yavo shalom aleinu, Od yavo shalom aleinu, ve'al kulam. Salam aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam, shalom. Salam aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam, shalom. Od yavo shalom aleinu, Od yavo shalom aleinu, Od yavo shalom aleinu, ve'al kulam. Od yavo shalom aleinu, Od yavo shalom aleinu, Od yavo shalom aleinu, ve'al kulam. Salam aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam yavo shalom aleinu. Od yavo shalom aleinu. Od yavo shalom aleinu. Ve'al kulam.
We are going to move into our Torah service, which can be found on page 246. I would like to invite Kristen and Katie Kennedy to help us open the ark and invite everyone to please rise.
שאו שערים ראשיכם ושאו פתחי עולם ויבוא מלך הכבוד. מיהו זה מלך הכבוד? אדוני צבאות הוא מלך הכבוד. סלע.
Today, we celebrate the inheritance of Torah in a new generation, and so it is our honor to call up Charlotte to be joined by her parents and her grandparents for the passing of the Torah. So Charlotte, I want you to look at this incredible chain of your family, of your grandparents and your parents who have instilled so many values in you, and then look at this beautiful community who is here celebrating you today. This Torah that you are about to receive, it dates back all the way till Sinai, and our people have been passing on its teachings and its traditions for many, many years, and our hope is that it's not just yours today, but that you continue to live these teachings and to share these teachings for many generations to come. In this scroll is the secret of our people's lives from Sinai until now. Its teachings are love and justice, goodness and hope. Freedom is its gift to all who treasure it.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo. Al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, ha'olam omed. Al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, ha'olam omed. Al haTorah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al gimilut chasadim. Al haTorah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al gimilut chasadim. Al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, ha'olam omed. שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים העולם עומד. לא יישא גוי אל גוי חרב, לא ילמדו עוד מלחמה. לא יישא גוי אל גוי חרב, לא ילמדו עוד מלחמה. לא יישא גוי אל גוי חרב, לא ילמדו עוד מלחמה. לא יישא גוי אל גוי חרב, לא ילמדו עוד מלחמה.
We read from our Torah scroll each year in a cycle. It begins in the fall with our holiday of Simchat Torah, in which we open the entire scroll up, and on this same night we read the very end of our Torah with the story of the death of Moses, and then instantly we reopen it, and we begin once again with Bereshit, with our people's story of creation. And so over and over again, we are learning and reading from the same tales and the same characters. And you might imagine, why do we continue to, as our tradition says, turn it and turn it and turn it again? And there are lots of reasons. One of them is that as we grow, we are new people, and we might see or we might need new things from our tradition. And the other reason is that each Shabbat, we get to have a new teacher who shares with us their insights and their wisdom. And this Shabbat, we are very lucky to receive the teaching of Charlotte.
My Torah portion is Ekev from the book of Deuteronomy. This is the final book of the Torah. In this Torah portion, Moses is giving the Israelites a final speech before they enter the Promised Land. He is reiterating things they have already learned and important Jewish values for the Israelites to remember, since he cannot enter the Promised Land with them. This is the send-off, kind of the instruction manual for the Promised Land, the user's agreement, the terms and conditions, that sort of thing. During this quite lengthy spiel, Moses talks about a lot of important mitzvot, commandments, and rules to remember, such as befriending the stranger, being kind to those less fortunate than yourself, such as widows, orphans, and the poor, etc., etc. During this speech, Moses says, "Cut away, therefore, the thickening about your hearts, and stiffen your necks no more." This verse really spoke to me when I was reading through my portion, because it can apply to a lot of the issues and peoples of today. It teaches us to keep an open mind and not just think about ourselves and our own problems, and not to hide from things, even if they seem difficult or scary. This is especially true with climate change, a topic I feel really strongly about. This verse can be related to climate change in many ways. When I hear the words, "the thickening about your hearts," I picture someone in a room cowering in denial. The thickening is meant to be their defense, convincing themselves that global warming isn't real. But it is real, and it's a real problem. It's the hard truth our society has to accept. Coming to terms with fabrications and fiction we've heard is the first step toward action. Talking about it is scary, but that's why it's so important. We have a choice. Our society can either accept it and join the fight against it and make a difference, or we can hide in fear and denial forever. What will we choose? When it talks about stiffening your necks no more, I interpret that as we need to stop focusing on ourselves and our own problems. People think that climate change isn't important because it doesn't directly impact them in their daily lives. But they're wrong. It does impact us daily, and even if the impact seems minuscule, it won't stay that way for long. Even though top-of-the-charts heat waves and more rainstorms may just seem like facts of life, that's not true. A good percentage of unusual or extreme weather events are directly related to us and our pollution. Our world is a ticking time bomb, and we are running out of time to defuse the wire. The main thing I'm trying to say here is that there are a lot of things we need to change in this world. But if we don't cut away the thickening about our hearts and stop stiffening our necks, who's going to change them? Instead of saying, oh, I'll go green, and then do it for barely a week, actually commit to it. You don't have to be a crazy environmentalist. Anything, however small, can help. You don't have to start a recycling center, just get a compost bin. It's easy and helps keep animals out of your trash. Or try unplugging the cord from the wall after your phone is charged. Even getting a rain barrel, which is very easy, can reduce the water you waste yearly by a mile. Every action makes a difference. The world needs all of us to work toward its repair. Shabbat Shalom.
You go, girl.
As Charlotte shared, she's going to be reading from Parshat Ekev in the book of Deuteronomy. And first, we are going to call up members of her family to offer the blessings.
Ya'amdu Mordechai Wolf ben Herbert v'Sipporah v'Mary Jo bat Joseph v'Marian v'Shimon ben Danny v'Bi v'Devorah bat Moshe v'Hava v'Rivka Rose bat Mordechai Wolf v'Mary Jo la'aliyah HaTorah.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Adonai Hambarach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Adonai Hambarach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam Asher Bachar Banu Mikol Ha'amim V'natan Lanu Et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen. Ve'anochi amadti v'har kayamim harishonim arba'im yom ve'arba'im laila vayishma Adonai Elai Gam Bapam Hahi Lo Ava Adonai Chashitecha Vayomer Adonai Elai Kum Lechem Asa Lifnei Ha'am Ve'avo Ve'yershu et ha'aretz asher nishbati la'avotam latet lachem ve'ata Yisrael ma Adonai Elohecha shoel me'imach ki im le'ir'ah et Adonai Elohecha lalechet bechol derahav ul'ahava oto ve'la'avod et Adonai Elohecha bechol lavavcha u'vechol nafshecha lishmor et mitzvot Adonai ve'et hukotav asher Anochi metzavcha chayom letov lach.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam natan v'totenu. Baruch atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Ya'amdu Shindel Rachel bat Mordechai Wolf and Mary Jo Moshe Chaim ben Shimon v'Devorah la'aliyah haTorah.
You start us off.
Baruch et Adonai Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bahar banu mikol ha'amin v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Hein l'Adonai Elohecha Hashamayim u'shmei Hashamayim ha'aretz v'chol asher ba rak ba'avotecha hashak Adonai le'ahava otam va'yivchar Bezar am havrehem bachem mikol ha'amim kayom hazeh umaltem eitz orlat levavchem ve'or pechem lo takshu od.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'hei olam notam betoheinu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Drawing strength from the Torah, we pause at this time to think of those in our own circles, in our own communities, maybe even ourselves, who are in need of a prayer for healing, whether it be healing of the mind or of the body or of the spirit. And so we take a quiet moment to hold those people, hold their names in our hearts, and then together we'll join in our Misha Berach, our prayer for healing.
Words for this prayer can be found in the middle of page 253. Mekor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mi sheberach imotenu, mekor habracha bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
call to the Torah as a bat mitzvah, Charlotte Giagni.
Ta'amod, 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 habat mitzvah, chavat tzipora bat Moshe Chaim v'shindel Rachel, la'aliyah Torah.
Baruchu et Adonai Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai hamvarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'torah.
Amen.
Ki Adonai Elohechem, hu Elohei ha'elomim, va'adonai ha'adonim, ha'el hagadol hagibor ve'hanora, asher lo yisafanim ve'lo yikach shochad. Ose mishpat yatom ve'almana ve'ohev ger latet lo lechem v'simlach va'ahavtem et hager ki gerim haytem be'eretz Mitzrayim et Adonai Elohecha tirach oto ta'avod uvo tidbach uvishmo tishaveah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam, asher natan lanu torat emet v'chayei olam nita bechotenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'torah.
Charlotte is now going to be chanting the Haftarah. This is a section from the book of the prophets that usually has a thematic connection to where we are in the Torah. And this Shabbat, we are in a special cycle where from a day of mourning, Tisha B'Av, a day in which our people commemorate the destruction from our past, for 7 weeks following, we have Haftarot of consolation, words from the prophet Isaiah that are offering some sense of hope and comfort to a people who have just lost everything. And so in these challenging times, we hold close to our hearts these words, and we hope as well as we move into the new year that we too will be able to receive them and to enact them in the world.
Baruch atah Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam, asher bachar b'nvi'im tovim v'ratza v'divreihem hane'emarim be'emet. Baruch atah Adonai habocher b'Torah uv'Moshe avdo uv'Yisrael amo uv'invi'ei ha'emet v'tzedek. Shim'u Elai rodfei tzedek mevakshe Adonai habitu el tzur chutzavtem va'al makevet bor dukartem הביטו אל אברהם אביכם, ואל שרה תחוללכם, כי אחד קראתיו, ואברכהו, וארבכו, כי ניחם אדוני ציון, ניחם כל הרבותיך, וישם מדברך כעדן, וארבעתה כגן אדוני, ששון ושמחה ומצבה, תודה וכל זמרה. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, צור כל העלמים, צדיק בכל הדורות, האל הנאמן, האומר ועושה, המדבר ומקיים, שכל דברך אמת וצדק, על העבודה ועל העבודה ועל הנביאים ועל יום השבת הזה שנתתן לנו אדוני אלוהינו לקדושה ולמנוחה, לכבוד ולתפארת על הכל. אדוני אלוהינו, אנחנו מודים לך ומברכים אותך, יתברך שמך בכי כל חי, תמיד לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת.
Amen. We now invite up Jenny and Adam to share with Charlotte a quiet moment of blessing. We're going to invite up Teddy to help us once again dress the Torah and invite those who are able to please rise.
Eitz Chaim hi lamachazikim ba v'tomchecha Yameinu kekeda.
Charlotte. First of all, Mazel Tov. You led this service today with skill and with intention and with thoughtfulness and with such poise. And Cantor Haas and I know your family and all of us here today are just so proud of all that you've done to arrive here. I still remember coming to your house when you lived off of Beverly Glen. Do you remember during COVID? And bringing you a little Torah in honor of your consecration and you beginning this process of Jewish learning here at Leo Beck. And throughout all of the subsequent Zoom Hebrew classes and Sunday religious school sessions and services online and here, your sincerity and your dedication to learning, as well as your spirit and your energy, always brought so much depth and so much joy to our community. Particularly, of course, when you helped to lead us in your favorite melody of Oseh Shalom, which, of course, we will be doing at the end of this service, so everyone can join Charlotte. For no matter what you are doing or studying, Charlotte, you're always all in. You're ready to learn a new thing or to engage in a new experience, whether it's on our field trip to Skid Row or a discussion on the meaning of your Torah portion or the prayers, preparing for your bat mitzvah, or teaching us today about the urgency of climate change. In your Devar Torah, you focused on one of my favorite verses in our entire Torah, the cut away the thickening of your hearts and stiffen your necks no more. You reminded us of this importance of opening our hearts and our minds to ensure that we recognize what's at stake, in this case with our environment, and even more so to participate in addressing it. As our ancient rabbis sought to understand the meaning of this verse in the Torah, as you did, they turned to biblical psychology, which localizes feelings and emotions in the body, and it looks to the heart as the organ of comprehension. So for them, a closed heart is actually a closed mind. It's one that fails to explore new ideas or new ways of thinking. Meanwhile, other biblical scholars understand this image of a closed heart really as a clogged soul. That when our hearts are closed, it's like the buildup of plaque around our teeth or the scabbing that takes place around a wound. We form these calluses around our hearts, which begin to act as shields to protect ourselves from all that's broken around us and also within us. But in so doing, it also blocks our hearts from fully feeling and seeing the suffering of others. And so as you urge us today, we must cut away the thickening around our hearts. We have to cut away the complacency and allow ourselves to be exposed, our minds to be curious, and our hearts to be vulnerable so that we can truly feel the anguish that is around us, and to also garner the courage and the resolve to fight for a world that's filled with more love and more equality and more abundance. And Charlotte, you are precisely the person to help us build this kind of world. For your heart just overflows with empathy for others. You are grounded in integrity and have a deep sense of responsibility, always guided by what's right and what's wrong. And our hope is that you continue to rely on your sharp intellect and that you continue to share your heart so lovingly and honestly and openly with the world so that we can all learn from you how to cut away all that covers up our hearts and instead bring more goodness and more generosity around us. Mazel tov. We are going to now share with Charlotte one of the oldest prayers from our tradition, the priestly blessing. And so once again, if you're able, we'll invite you to please rise. It's now my pleasure to invite up a member of our Board of Trustees, Felicia Lewenstein, who is going to share with Charlotte some special gifts on this occasion of her bat mitzvah.
Hi, Charlotte. My name is Felicia, and I represent Leo Beck's Board of Trustees. And it's always my honor to be able to welcome the bat mitzvah. And so a lot of times I'm here to talk about what Temple's done, but what I'm really just so touched by is hearing you talk about being a serious, intelligent young woman who recognizes just all the things that need to happen to repair our world. And yet at the same time, I balance knowing this about you with two things that some of your friends told me, which is how you're not only a nice person, but you're also funny, that you're easy to talk to, you always make them laugh. And I think being able to hold that serious, intelligent part of you with the open-heartedness that we hear and we see, and your friends in a moment, when I ask them to say, tell me about Charlotte, come up with something so important. It's really impressive. It not only reflects so well and so much about you, but certainly your parents and your family. And so our community is just very fortunate to have you as part of our temple. And so here I give you a Kiddush cup to celebrate all the joyous future celebrations of your life. And if you play it right, you might be able to drink some wine from it in the future. And then we also would like to give you a $250 gift certificate to go to Israel in your summer years. It's from NIFTY, which is the Jewish Reform organization. So hopefully one day you'll be able to take advantage of that. And then there's this beautiful certificate that's signed by your clergy to commemorate the day and to thank you for all your hard work and how much we value you as being part of our community and a generation that is going to repair the world. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Felicia. We are now going to join together in Aleinu, which can be found on page 282. And once again, if you are able, we'll invite you to rise.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו משתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. Page 287. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום
Words to prepare for Mourner's Kaddish can be found on the bottom of 291. There are stars up above. So far away, we only see their light, long, long after the star itself is gone. And so it is with people that we loved. Their memories keep shining ever brightly, though their time with us is done. But the stars that light up the darkest night, these are the lights that guide us. As we live our days, these are the ways that we remember. As we prepare for Kaddish this Shabbat, we think of members of Charlotte's family. Gerd Solomon, Helga Solomon, Herbert Heller, Harriet Heller, Marianne Liberator, Dorothy Lackey, Jack Heller, and Louis Denalian. And we link their names with members of our Leo Beck Temple community who are observing a yahrzeit, the anniversary of the death of a loved one. Annette Aids, Alan Bergman, Joseph Berkowitz, William H. Berman, Kendall Bishop, Shirley Chernus, Lillian Davidson, Roger Davis, Charlotte Z. DeRoos, Bonnie Diamond Eskin, Samuel Engelman, George Irwin Levitt, Ruth Freeman Solomon, Mary First Goldman, Gus Galansky, Hal Glucksman, Bertha Groby, Bedros Hagopian, Bruce Hockman, Charles Kleeman, Addie Kopp, Brian Lewenstein, Richard Littman, Myra Mannheimer, Eileen Marlin, Rush Miller, Herman Millman, Ruth Reines, Philip Salzman, Robert I. Babe Schrag, Joan Simon Szymanski, Clara R. Weidberg, and Fred Winmuller. If there are other names that we should add, I invite you to say their names out loud at this time. We also think of all of those who have died as innocent victims of violence in a world that we together must work to shepherd towards peace. We join as one community in words of memory in Mourner's Kaddish, which can be found on 294. And I invite once again those who are able to please rise. Yit Gadal v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah. We're on page 294. Be'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei. B'chayachon uvyomechon uvchaye dechol beit Yisrael. Ba'agala uvizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam ulamei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudesha berechu. Le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata. Da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu ve'akol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mramav. Huya aseh shalom. Aleinu ve'akol Yisrael v'imru amen. Zichronam levracha. May their memories be a blessing and a guide to all of us. Amen. We're going to invite you to stay right where you are because we're going to invite back up Teddy and Jenny and Adam and, of course, Charlotte to sing Oseh Shalom. And as you heard before, this is not any Oseh Shalom. This is an Oseh Shalom that has hand motions. And no one is too cool for school at Leo Beck Temple to do hand motions. People of all ages do them. Charlotte is going to help demo the hand motions. She's been waiting for this moment. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, and may it inspire all of us to be agents of peace.
Be
are going to bring a little bit of sweetness now into our Shabbat with Kiddush, with a blessing over the wine. Let's drink together.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen.
And we're going to join together in Motzi as we bless the nourishment of this challah and also the nourishment of this community gathered here today.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Shabbat shalom.
A blessing for you, Charlotte, and your family, and all of us. Baruch atah b'voecha u'baruch atah b'tzeitecha. May you be blessed in your comings and your goings. May you remember this day as a time of reconnecting with this community, with your family, of such pride and joy and accomplishment. And may all of us enjoy this as a day for being with one another. And together we say, Amen.
Amen.
On 3, we are going to recite a epic Mazel Tov to Charlotte, and then we invite you to come enjoy some challah as you head out. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Mazel tov.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.